Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's yours truly, Amaya, and of course we are back with another video. I know it has been forever. Please don't come at me. Happy New Year. I have not seen you I have not seen y'all since last year. Listen, I know y'all are tired of me and my antics, but it just be so much going on. But I promise you, this video should put us kind of back on the right track. I feel like after today's video, you guys will be good. I'll be back in you guys' good graces, honestly. But it's just been so much, and it's like I'm not gonna say I don't have time. I just be having other stuff going on, but I promise I am going to do better. Baby, grab your snacks, leave your shoes at the door, you know, get whatever you need, call your homegirls, your friends, y'all gather around in the room, living room, wherever y'all are, and come on in because this is a good video. I have some really, really interesting things. Oh, what you tell about? So, obviously, if you've already seen the title, then you know that this video is in regards to Tia and Tamara. I honestly haven't named them, but that's just the name we're gonna give them for the video. But anywho, well, technically no, they're still the same girls. They just got, you know, lifted. They got a lift, if that makes sense. So, typically, I mean, if this is your first time following me, then you need to be subscribing for one. But nonetheless, if you know me and you've obviously been here already, then you know that I am very transparent when it comes to cosmetic procedures. I'm not forcing anyone to go have surgery. I'm just telling you my personal experience from a trans woman's perspective. So if you don't like cosmetic surgery and you're totally against it, then exit stage left. I think it's your right. I don't know, but for me it's left. So you can just leave. This is a very positive zone here. Like, we are all about encouraging, influencing in a positive manner, and just giving advice for others to better themselves, and also for others just to understand everything from a trans perspective. So now that we got that out of the way, typically you know that I would vlog everything, and honestly I am a huge planner, so I had planned everything out. I was like, I'm gonna vlog this. It's gonna be perfect. I already had my sticky notes, my notebook and planner, everything set up, and it just did not go the way it was supposed to. It was, I'm not gonna say it was a hot mess, but it was an experience. So today's video will not be a vlog, it will be story time. And if anybody that knows me knows that I can give you a very good story, a very detailed story, to the point to where you feel like you were right there with me when you decide to recite my story. So in 2012, I got my breast done. Some people call it a boob job. Scientifically or medically, it is a breast augmentation. So this is 2012. Back then, all the girls were going to Dr. Alexander, who's, well, I don't know if he still works there, but he was at the Florida Center for Cosmetic Surgery in Fort Lauderdale. If you are familiar with going to that location, at the time he was known for doing all of the girls, and also like known for like doing silicone removal, all those different things. I've never had silicone, but I'm just saying, like, just giving you a visual of the type of doctor that he is or was. I don't know if he's still practicing or not. I personally won't even go to him no more, but I'm just giving you guys a picture of what it was at that time. So Dr. Alexander was just a doctor that all the girls used to go to. He has done numerous girls that I know, breast, silicone removal, stuff like that. And so I had went down to him. It was, my pre-op was the day before Thanksgiving. Me and Tanya traveled from Tallahassee to Fort Lauderdale to spend the holidays with our families because we're both from down there. And Tanya went with me to my consultation for my first breast augmentation. When I tell you I was excited, the price I think I paid was like $2,679 or something like that. I got saline implants under the muscle. And I had already been on hormones, I want to say, for about like 2.5 years. So I was kind of like a cup. And so, oh my God, I was just so happy. I wasn't in my right, I won't say I wasn't in my right mind. You know how it is when you're young, and everyone can relate to this. And then I'll give you guys something that trans people can relate to. But I was just young, I was excited. Um, I did somewhat of research, but I was more so just going off of what my friends were telling me, or what people in the community were like, yeah, you need to go do this. You need to go to this doctor. It needs to be like this big. It needs to be full, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then from a trans woman, a trans woman's perspective, it was just like, oh my God, you know, the hormones was one step for me to go further with getting who I am on the inside to feel like on the outside. Then the name change was one thing, and like me getting my breast augmentation will be another thing to solidify it and just lock in that womanhood for me, because I was over being flat chested. I was tired of having to stuff my bra, and I just did not feel like the person I feel like I was supposed to feel like. It just was not it for me. So I was head over heels to get a boob job. I was so excited to the point that I don't even remember the pain. I don't even think I was in pain. Like I was just happy. I was like, I don't care. Get them in there now. Like I don't care about any pain. I don't care about recovery. I just want my breast done, period. So meet up with Dr. Alexander, pay the cash. And might I add, the price was that was a good price. Like, boobs are not even that price anymore, which is crazy. Can we get back to that? But anyway, so you get what you pay for. I'll leave it at that. But I got I paid my money. My mom, my sister, and Tanya were there with me. I went in. I came out. I remember like crying. They recorded me and just like, I'm assuming I was just crying just because I was just so elated to have obviously come out alive. But it was like my first major surgery, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I got boobs. Like I just couldn't believe it. I woke up feeling very tight, droggy, and just overly emotional. So I remember being wheeled out crying and everything. And so you know, I was happy. I don't even think I sat down. Like, you're supposed to just recover and stay covered and just be home, baby. I could not wait to get back to Tallahassee and just, I was in school at the time too, so I couldn't wait to go to class and just have like boobs, because everyone that saw me before, obviously I was flat chested, and like I could not wait to just, you know, bust in. Oh God, that hurts. To bust in through class. With just a boob job. So like I was just head over heels excited about that. As time went by, I noticed that in my right breast, it was slightly larger than the left breast. The left breast had settled, the right breast was larger. I wasn't in any pain, but it was obviously noticeable, and I immediately was just like over it, like, okay, I wanted my breast done. Now this is something else that I have to be insecure about. I was very heavy on the pageant scene. Around this time, let's say 2013, 14, I had won at least about, between 2013, 14-ish, going into that, I had maybe about 7 titles at once. So like I was heavy on the pageant scene. I was all about my image, you know, on top of me being a trans person, you're constantly striving for the closest thing to womanhood that you can get to. And I just felt like my breast being larger than the other one was just a huge error for me. It got to the point to where I had to adjust my bra just so it would be even. When I would compete or wear certain things or get like custom dresses and things made for pageants, it would have to be made a certain way so you wouldn't be able to detect that flaw. Just all these little things that made me super, super insecure about. I did go to the doctor, and he was like, yeah, I think you just need to massage it more. We'll massage, and then I want you to take this. I don't even remember what the medication was, but it should loosen up the capsule. And so after doing my research and of course speaking with other doctors, it was called, well, it is called Capsule Contracture. So obviously implants is a foreign object. Anything that you get put in your body that you weren't born with is foreign. And so implants are a foreign object. Your body in general will make a sort of calcium film around it. But capsule contracture is when your body identifies that this is foreign and it's something that needs to be taken out. Whenever our body notices something that's not supposed to be there, it fights it. So the capsule got thicker and it got harder, and that's what's squeezing the implant. Because at the time I had saline implants, which is it's made from saline solution, and we have that same kind of solution in our body. So it was distorting or squeezing the implant in a certain type of way that made it very obvious and not identical to her sister. So I went to different places. People were taxing out of this world. Some people weren't, but my schedule wasn't working with it. And so I kind of just stuck with it until like I was able to, like, of course, put the money aside, and then of course find a doctor that I felt knew what to do. Because certain doctors would just say, well, yeah, we could just take it out and do another one in. But after doing my research, that wasn't necessarily what needed to be done. So fast forward to 2020 of March, I got a skinny BBL and lipo, and with Dr. Chang, and he did an amazing job. He did see my breasts, of course, and overall, with me just working with him, I enjoyed him because of his bedside manner. Made me super, super comfortable. His feelings or demeanor or professionalism never wavered or changed. Everything was always right. Just very, very warm and welcoming, and that's what led me to having that open conversation about my breasts. Although I was getting ready to get my BBL, he looked at my breasts and stuff, and he was like, I know what we can do. I already had looked at previous pictures and things of that nature that he already had did for some other women who had that same issue with capsule contracture. So I was like, I'm sold. On top of me, like, already loving my results with my skinny BBL and like the lipo and stuff. So he looked at my breasts and he was like, yeah, we'll need to remove the capsule. We'll need to disinfect the entire breast pocket, do some things with this and that. And we will achieve, that look for you, in that identical symmetrical look for both of your breasts. I told him I definitely did not want to go bigger. I wanted to go smaller, or at least somewhat to the size that they were when I first got them done. And of course, with gravity and time and other things, your breasts tend to sag, and the skin begins to stretch. So I opted to swap out the saline implants for silicone implants, textured silicone implants. And then also I wanted a breast lift. And so with the breast lift, your nipples could be like down, let's say your nipples could be down here, and then with the breast lift, the doctor will move the nipples up here, and then all that excess skin will be gone. It's almost like a triangle, if that makes sense. So they'll cut everything out from the triangle, pull everything in, sew it up, and then like that, if that makes sense. You could go online and see like breast lifts on YouTube, honestly, and just see a doctor perform it. But I'm just trying to give you guys a visual. I saved like $8,000. Probably like, let's say 8 or 9 months into the following year, 2021. And then with COVID going on, things kept getting pushed back. That was just a headache because I was just so ready to get this over with. But I was just like, you know what, whatever I want. Like, one thing with me, if it's something that I want, I'm going to do. I don't care how much money it's going to cost me. I don't care what I'm going to have to go through. I'm going to make it happen. So, I got the money. My entire procedure came up to $7,500. At the time, back in March, I had put down, after I finished with my BBL, I had put down $1,000. deposit. So only thing I was due left was $6,500. I had a list of homework, and these were things to do. And if you are considering going to Dr. Chang or any other doctor, these doctors will always have, or surgeons will have a list of things that you need to have completed in order for your body to be in tip-top shape for the procedure. So I had to have a mammogram. I had to have an EKG, and that's where they put these suctions all over you to check how your heart rate does. I had to have a chest x-ray, another way for them to see everything inside. And then I had to mammogram, EKG, chest x-ray, 60-day lab. So I had to have lab work done 60 days prior to my procedure. Then 30 days prior to my procedure, I had to have another set of labs done. Was that it? Okay, so I completed all of that. Like I said, I worked for a hospital here in Atlanta, so it was nothing for me to go get all my stuff done. Send the mammogram, everything off to my surgeon's office, and then they're like, okay, based off of what we saw, and we see the capsule maybe ruptured, this and that, it's gonna be another $2,000. Mind you, we're at $7,500. Yeah, $7,500. I had paid $1,000 deposit. I think I told y'all no, but it was $7,500. I paid $1,000 deposit. So after the $1,000 that I paid, it was $6,500. Right? Yes, because I paid $9,500 altogether. So they were like, it's going to be another $2,000. I'm like, why? And it was like, well, you're going to be in surgery longer, so we have to pay the anesthesiologist more money. We got to pay for the surgeon room. That's another fee. Like, everything that I was paying for, because I was going to be in surgery longer, for him to clean out my pocket because the implant had ruptured, meant that I would be in surgery longer, and it came up to like another $2,000. Got the $2,000, paid it. I was like, you know, whatever. After I cried, this is another obstacle to go through. I cried about it. Was like, whatever, pay the money. So that brought my entire balance out to $9,500, $9,500. So, like I said, I had everything planned. I had my bag packed, everything. My boyfriend dropped me off to the airport. I flew down to Fort Lauderdale. My mom picked me up. I went to Miami on a Wednesday. Was my pre-op. I go in, fill out my paperwork. Like I told y'all, I'm familiar with this. This would be my third time, you know, having cosmetic surgery. So do all my paperwork. You meet with the medical rep. They take your height, your weight. They go over all your paperwork. They take pictures of everything while you're completely naked, or you're wearing like some type of medical thong. Crazy. So they drug test you, and then they check, like, to make sure that you haven't been drinking alcohol, and they check your urine because, of course, like 45 days before, my surgeon doesn't want you smoking, drinking. I don't smoke anyway, and I'm not a heavy drinker, but of course, drinking either. And because if you have done those things, then those could hinder you. Like affect the anesthesia and stuff like that. So, like I told you, I follow all the rules to the T. Like, so do all of that. Go and pay the. Remember, I only paid $1,000. My total was $9,500, so I paid $8,500. That Wednesday. I get my paperwork. They're like, hey, boom, thank you. We will see you tomorrow. We'll call you later on tonight to give you your precise surgical date for Thursday, which will be the next day. Me and my mom left. We went and got all my little stuff to prepare me because I was going to stay at my mom's. My procedure was supposed to be that Thursday. I was going to stay at my mom's house and then fly back Sunday. My mom was going to take care of me from Thursday to Sunday, and then my boyfriend would take care of me at home, you know, until I was fully done. So I'm like, okay, everything's perfect. I'm like nervous. We're in Walmart. We're buying. Oh, I can laugh now because I've already passed everything, but baby, I was heated. Wait till I give y'all this. So we're in Walmart. I will not forget we were looking for pineapple juice because pineapple juice is very good to alleviate the swelling. Phone rings, boom. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the doctor, it's the surgeon. Okay, great. They about to tell me the time. I'm ready, this and that. The woman gets on the line and she's like, hi, is this Ms. Johns? I'm like, yes, this is she. How can I help you? And she was like, oh, okay, this is, blah, blah, blah with Spectrum Aesthetics. Unfortunately, I'm like, wait, huh? So I'm like, wait a minute. I could have sworn I heard her say unfortunately. So maybe it's the service in Walmart. Let me slide to the right, move to the left, check my bars. I'm like, I'm sorry, what did you say? And she was like, can you hear me? I was like, yeah, what happened? She was like, unfortunately, we will not be able to do your procedure right now. Something has come up and Dr. Chang is going to have to push your procedure to Friday. We will call you tomorrow to give you the precise procedure time on for Friday. So I'm like, well, what's going on? I'm not understanding. Girl about to cry in the middle of Walmart. My mom in the background. Well, what did they say? I'm like, hung on the phone. I told her what happened. I was mortified. I'm like, oh my gosh, like just over it, about to cry. Like it was just a mess. The tears were like right there. Of course, my mom talked me down. I called my sister because I had to consult with her. And of course, my small group of girlfriends. And I'm like, I'm over this. I'm tired. I'm sick of this shit. I'm just ready to go. Like, I don't have time for this. I spent too much money. They're not giving me an explanation. Like, I don't understand what is going on. So, I was there, like, just a hot mess. And I had to call my boyfriend and then cry to him too. It was just a hot mess. However, I was like, you know what? We made it through Thursday. We made it through Wednesday night. It's Thursday. They're gonna call me tonight. Now we're at Thursday. They're gonna call me tonight and tell me, hey Maya, this is your surgery time for Friday. Thursday afternoon come, not even afternoon. They call me around 11. I'm getting excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get my time. Hey, Ms. Johns, unfortunately, here we go again with the reception. I'm like, I know I did not hear unfortunately. What is going on? She was like, unfortunately, something has come up again. Dr. Chang is very, very sorry. We're going to have to push the procedures to Monday. Right now, we don't know what's going on. For now, everything is looking like Monday. I'm like, what? She was like, yeah, it's looking like Monday. I just hung up. I was like, this is so unprofessional. I have stuff to do. I don't take off of work. I put my PTO in, my FMLA. Like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to go back, refax the papers, changing the dates and stuff. I had a set schedule for everything to go to where it was supposed to be for me to be home by Sunday. To spend that Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday relaxing, a whole week at home relaxing, and then to go back to work the following week. Like, y'all are screwing up my plan. Like, I was livid. At this point, I'm pissed because it's like, I flew there Wednesday. I could have been at work. Thursday, I could have been at work. Friday, I could have been at work. If y'all were going to be doing this, I could have came in Saturday, did my pre-op, chill Sunday, whatever, and then Monday have my procedure. Like, this is such an inconvenience. At this point, I'm pacing back and forth at my mom's house. I got a whole attitude with everybody. My brother trying to talk to me. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Other brother called me, don't want to hear it. Don't want to talk to my sister. Don't want to talk to my little sister. Like, my niece want me to play with her. I did not have it for anybody. Like, I was livid. Barely even talking to my boyfriend. Like, I was over it. So, I'm in a bunch of surgery groups. And so, if you've had cosmetic surgery, then we typically go in these surgery groups. They have Facebook, Instagram groups, whatever. And girls just talk about the procedures that they have coming up. They give each other words of encouragement, things like that, all of that stuff. So I'm like, all these girls are saying, oh my gosh, my procedure got canceled. Because I remember it being like maybe 6 or 7 girls in the office when I was there doing my pre-op that Wednesday. So this is Saturday now. I'm laying on the couch watching Golden Girls, just scrolling through Facebook, and then boom, I'm seeing girls saying, well, yeah, they canceled all the procedures because there was a death. A what? A death. Like, someone died. There was a fatality. So, doing my research, a young lady died during surgery Wednesday. Mind you, that Wednesday was my pre-op. So while I was in there filling my paperwork, someone was having surgery and her heart stopped. in the middle of surgery. And so she passed. And I guess, I'm not sure how they do with the whole procedure of doing like following up or doing an investigation or whatever, but everything was shut down, and that's why all the appointments got canceled. So immediately I'm scared. I called my boyfriend just to get his opinion. I talked to my sister, who I consult with about everything. Then my group of close friends, and of course my mom, and I'm just like, no, I don't know what to do. I'm like, should I call my bank and tell them I paid $8,500 for a service that I didn't receive and I need to get my money back? Can y'all, run me that back? And I lose my $1,000 deposit? Do I, cancel and get my procedure pushed to a different date? And then go back and have to get all this stuff done again, like the mammogram, all those labs of them sticking me, and then my FMLA having to reprocess that, explain to my job what happened, which I didn't want them in my business anyway, and then having to explain why I need to take more time off. I was just like, I prayed about it, cried, prayed some more, cried some more, prayed again. And I was just like, you know what, Amaya? I don't know that the young lady situation, but I was like, I'm healthy. Check. I did everything that the doctor required of me. Check, 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 check. I paid my money. Double check. I mean, that in cosmetic surgery there is a risk. So what advice would you give someone else? And of course, I would never tell somebody, well, you need to go ahead and do it. But I would say to weigh out your options and do what's best for you. And I weighed out my options, prayed and cried again. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go Monday and see how I feel at pre-op. I'm going to go, my pre-op was Saturday. So I'm going to go, I would have did pre-op Saturday actually. So I'm going to go to pre-op Saturday and see how I feel. If it doesn't feel right, plan B, get your $8,500 and we figure this out, find another doctor. But I was like, even if I go to another doctor, there's still that risk factor, because that's why you sign 1,000,001 documents stating that, there are risks in cosmetic surgery, especially if you are not following what is required of you prior to surgery. Even if you do follow that, it's still a risk. And so I was like, you're only running away from this situation to go to another situation, which could still fatally end in the same situation as this one. So I prayed and I left it in God's hands. I had to remember that if I'm worried about something and I pray about it, the worry should stop. You can't pray for something or pray about something to God if you have doubt. And despite what people may feel about religion as it pertains to the LGBTQ community, I only can vouch and speak for what God has done for me and for my family, my loved ones. So I was like, I know prayer works. I know where my blessings come from. I'm going to pray and leave it at that. I made it this far. I've invested too much money and time. So I went to that Monday, prayed again. Everything was good with the anesthesiologist. I spoke with Dr. Chang again. I didn't ask him about what happened, at the place and stuff. Because to me, I just felt like it was kind of unprofessional to do that. I wanted to go into my procedure with him having the right mindset. And I just went for what I knew him for and what my experience with him was for. And so I went and did the procedure, and then I woke up, thank you, Jesus. It was tight, I was in pain, but I just, through the anesthesia, I was like, baby, thank God. Like, all I kept saying was, thank you, Jesus. Thank God, thank you, God, thank you, God, thank you, God, and thank you, God. The last thing I remember was just praying to God right before she put the mask on me and the anesthesia went through the IV and stuff. I was just like, God, please. If I don't ask you for nothing else, I just need you to pull me through, please. So I woke up and then, bam, here I am. I don't know if y'all can notice, but I'm kind of stiff because I am still tight. So let me tell y'all about post-op. So I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was cold, but everything was tight, and I expected that because I had my breast done before. The only thing was that I had a breast lift. So they cut under your boob. It's like an anchor. So they move the nipples up here. There's a cut down here. I'm sorry, cut. An incision down here, and then an incision under the boob. So I'm like cut from here to like there, and then up to here because my nipples got moved up, which I love, by the way. So I went to my post-op the next day, baby, broke down. When I tell you all of this was bruised, like purple, black, and blue, it's just now starting to clear up. Like I had a huge purple bruise here, but can't even see it anymore. There was, I mean, I still have some bruising like around and under my armpits for some reason, but I'm just sore there. Like gradually I could lift my arms, but it's probably as far as that I go. I just try not to overdo it because I still have sutures, dissolvable sutures here, which are stitches, and then of course along my incision. So I went, everything went good. I had to come back again. Let's see. I had my procedure Monday. I did post-op Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday was the 6th day I came. They did my second post-op look. He was like, they're going to look funny. They're going to look high. Like, trust me, if you just do everything that I tell you, you will have the boobs of your dreams. Just, like, relax. Wear your compression, your surgical bra, and just rest. I have to do 2 weeks of antibiotics, which I'm almost done. I'll be done with the antibiotics, I want to say Wednesday. Tomorrow makes me 2 weeks post-op, which I forgot to tell y'all. So I have to do antibiotics. They prescribe me like pain meds, of course. They prescribe me muscle relaxers, and then something for Zofran for like the nausea, but I might have took that once. I rarely get nauseous from anesthesia anyway, so I was good. My mom did a damn good job taking care of me. When I tell you I didn't have to lift a finger. My baby sister bathed me because I wasn't able to move around or kneel down. She bathed me every day. Get you some good family, because my family don't play about me, period. Like, I didn't have to do anything. And I thank God for them, because if it was them, I would do the same thing. So my baby sister washed me from my head to my toes. My mom clothed me, cooked me breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. I was propped up on the couch watching Netflix, playing Fortnite. Like, that was it. But I'm just the type of person, I'm not used to just sitting around and doing anything. I like to get to the work. I like to be working. And just doing something like with myself. So like sitting around after a while does get boring. That Saturday they removed all the tape off. I was able to see my breast in its whole entirety. They took more pictures. I saw the stitches and stuff. I really wasn't draining or bleeding that much either. They taped me up one more time and they told me Saturday, which was just yesterday, to take off the tape, clean it, and then leave the tape off for a week. So, you know, the air could hit it and it could start healing even faster. It just looks like light scabs, but my incisions are little to none. Like, you can barely tell that I was, like, cut. So that's what I'm very thankful for. I'm still just trusting the process and just, you know, going like that. But you can just see, like, from here, obviously I can't take off my bra. I'm not going to get my page flag, my video flag, but this could just show you, like, this is the cleavage. Like, you can barely see the incision. Like, it literally goes right under my breastbone, but this is it. I told him I wanted my boobs closed, so I love this cleavage. It's everything. I just cannot wait for them to drop. Hopefully before I go to Jamaica, because, you know, but that'll be for another video. I may vlog for that. But anyway, so that you can see I'm just very swole. They're still high. Like I said, tomorrow, which is Monday, only makes me 2 weeks post-op. So it really hasn't been that long. I can move around a little bit more now. Just a little bit. I have a stepping stool in my kitchen. Like if I need to reach something over the refrigerator or like anything in there. I can kind of bathe myself now. My boyfriend just washes my back with me because I can't reach behind me. I cannot lay on my side. Obviously can't lay on my front. I just have to lay. I can lay on my back, but I still like to be set up a little bit. And I have to wear compression socks for 6 weeks. So I've already done 2 weeks. I got 4 more weeks of wearing that. That prevents you from having a blood clot. I can't continue taking my hormones, which is driving me crazy. Until I think he told me March 1st. Then I can start back taking hormones. So I cannot wait. Oh my gosh. I need some estrogen. I need it. Like, I'm feeling for it. And what else? What else? Because I know you're gonna ask me more questions. So I'm just trying to pack everything in. But that was it. I made it back safely to Atlanta. The flight wasn't bad at all. My boyfriend met me at the airport, brought me home, and I've just been here since. I work remote, so anyway, I don't have to go anywhere. I do go out the door to walk my dog. I just drove for the first time in weeks. I want to say yesterday. I had to go to the grocery store. I don't lift anything. I don't overdo anything. I just like literally just take my time, but I am fairly pleased with the results and what he's done, and I'm just trusting the process and following all of the directions this go round. I'm gonna do another updated video like in 2 weeks just so you guys can see like how much they've dropped. This video is already too long, but anyway, I love you guys. Listen, please make sure that you like, share, comment, subscribe, do the whole thing. Watch the video over and over again, over and over again. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Hit me up on Instagram. I do check my DMs pretty often. If I do not respond right away, I will respond. Y'all already know that I do not mind answering any questions because I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about things that I didn't try to cover. Hopefully, I covered everything. This was a long story time. God. See, but now y'all know how it is when it's with me and my homegirls because we can go all day. But yes, I'm very happy. I'm pleased. I'm so thankful that everything went good. I'm thankful for the people that were in my corner and helped me prepare for this and took care of me. Thankful for my boyfriend, for my mom, my sisters, just everyone that was just super supportive. And yeah. If it's something you want to do to make yourself feel better, go ahead and do it. Just do your research, pray about it, and leave it at that. That's really the only thing that I can tell you. I will do whatever I need to do to ensure that I am comfortable with the person in the mirror. I have to live with it, not you. And that's what you got to tell yourself whenever you want to do something. So be safe. I love you guys. Happy New Year. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all have an amazing day. It is Sunday. I'm just going to relax and get ready for the next week. I'm 2 weeks post out, so I'm so happy. I cannot wait to see what else changes. Stay tuned for the next video. And once again, thank you so much for supporting me. I love you guys so much. Bye.